Okay, so basically they want us to calculate a GPA. We're going to see how they actually calculate grade point average. We're going to do that. So this student got a 3.5 and a 5 credit class. This is units. 2 and a 2 credit, 3.1 and a 5, 3.3 and a 5. All right, so how do we calculate GPA? Well, really, it's very simple on this question. Just put this data in L1, put this data in L2. L2 has got to be the units. It's got to be the credit, units or credits, because that is the frequency, right? A 5 credit class means that class meets more frequently, doesn't it? It's worth 5 units every week. It's 5 hours a week. It's the frequency. L2 has to be the frequency. So put that data down L1 and L2. So it's just a TI. It's just a TI 8384 calculator problem. L1 is just going to be the 3.5. You know, just well, I don't need to rewrite it. Just here's L1. Here's L2. When you're done, I'll just say put the data in L1 and L2, and then at the very end, now whenever you do data in L1 and L2, at the very end, you know, we've got to hit stat, go over, hit calc, and enter, and then they're going to give us list L1 frequency list. We're going to have to put L2 there, right? Whenever we use L1 and L2, we got to put them both in. And then calculate, highlight that, and hit enter. And again, you get this, or if you have the old, let me mention the old one. If you have the old TIs, like my handheld, then it'll say, what does it say? One variable stat, huh? It just says one variable stats, and you've got to put in yourself L1, L2, like that. And remember how you get these guys. I hope you remember. You get to get L2, you've got to hit second and 2. Same thing there, right? To get that L2, you've got to hit second and 2. To get L1, you've got to hit second and 1. So there we go. So just do that, and when you get done, it'll be the X bar that you're looking for, because X bar means average, right? That's a mean. It's an average. So you're looking for the X bar value. So I'm going to actually do it now. I'm going to change screens. So let me know if you have questions. Go ahead and take a picture of this if you want a picture of this for your notes or whatever, but I'm about to change the screen. Any questions before I do? I'm gonna actually do the problem on my calculator that's on the screen. All right, I'm gonna switch that over to my calculator, turn it on, go into the stat mode, enter, go up here. I'm gonna have to clear L2 and clear L1, get them both clear. L1 is 3.5. Enter, 3.5. I'm just going to put in 2. 2.0 is just 2. You don't need to put the 0.0. 3.1. Enter, 3.3. I'm just doing my data. Got it. And then I go over to the right column, and I'm going to put in the units, the credits. 5, 2, 5, 5. There they are. All right, got the data in there. Second quit. Go back into the stat mode. Go over to calc. Enter. Now my screen calculator is the new kind. L1 and L2, I've already got them in there from the last problem. So now on problems where you don't have an L2, you have to clear this. Is everybody seeing the difference? So sometimes we use L1 and L2 like this problem, so we want L1 and L2 in here. But if you're not using L2, like some of the problems we did in the beginning of our time, then you better clear this away. Go down to calculate, hit enter. X bar, there it is. There's the GPA, 3.147. 3.147. It's that very top line, the X bar, 3.147. I'm going to switch back to my iPad. And my answer, so it's 3.147. They said 2 places. So put a line there. This 7 tells me to round up. The GPA is 3.15. And there we go. So it's just an L1, L2 problem is how we do that one.